Hello everyone, and
Hola.
welcome to WebbServer-Timecraft.
Ah, that is some good orange juice. Alright.
Welcome to WebbServer-Timecraft, and we're here to show you the TARDIS plugin that we have on our server.
Yeah, and we're gonna kinda show you a little bit about it, and yeah.
Well, first of all, you're going to need these items: a TARDIS key, a Sternheim remote, sonic screwdriver, TARDIS locator, which is essentially a compass. My texture pack won't show it right, so yeah. Perception filter. When you wear this, you make you mostly invisible.
That sounds really cool. I mean,
Well, first things first, we have to exit my house.
this is amazing. Wow. I'm probably yelling right now, but yeah.
Okay, first things about the TARDIS. You'll usually get a C block. It's usually diamond, emerald, iron, depending on which one you buy. We'll go over on how to obtain these items later on, but first is the overview of your TARDIS. The TARDIS is basically, if you watch Doctor Who, a please telephone box. Now with your TARDIS key, you enter the box.
But you have to be amazing to get one of these keys. Like us. We're amazing.
Now you can buy the keys from the doctor at the spawn point.
Yep. He doesn't have his PhD, but it's okay. Just buy it anyways. It's like the black market.
Okay,
but in
so
Minecraft.
now we have the inside of the TARDIS. You have the capability to grow rooms by using this dialogue over here. Architecture Reconfiguration System, otherwise known as an ARS. This allows you to grow rooms in your TARDIS. Be careful because it's easy to get lost in your TARDIS. You can grow as many rooms as long as you have the energy for it.
Yep,
your
be smart.
Archon energy is gained by either having a creeper blow up, a charged creeper that is, blow up near your TARDIS.
Your state.
Or taking the TARDIS to a recharge station, which is already stored in the saved locations.
I feel like Vanna White just kind of moving around here, almost displaying it.
I froze for a moment. My client froze.
Well, that sucks.
Well, to actually operate the TARDIS, you use these controls over here, or you use these commands. You got TARDIS travel, which is the main command that you're going to use for traveling. You travel world, so you enter the world name, which of course is WebbServer-Timecraft, and then you enter your X, Y, and Z coordinates.
Boom.
Or you can leave out world and just enter the X, Y, and Z coordinates. You can also travel to a player if you enter the player name. Travel to a destination that you saved. But you have to set the destination first.
Okay, I'm gonna tell them a little bit about the world repeater, the random location button, the handbrake, the Z repeater, and the Y repeater.
Exactly.
Okay.
You've got your repeaters over here. Now I'm going to take you to a dialogue real quick.
But only amazing people can read it. Just saying.
Okay,
Just.
here's the position of your repeaters over here. You got 1 tick will select world with random environment, 2 tick position will select normal overworlds, 3 tick will select from netherworlds, and 4 tick will select from the endworlds.
Well, that's amazing. Like.
You got your stone and handbrakes.
Yes.
You got your Y, Z, world, X, and then the stone button is your random button. Your handbrake is the lever. You right click it to after pressing the random location button or selecting the saved location.
So if you guys want a more detailed look into what we're kind of going over here, the website, it should be like in the description or wherever he puts it, because it's going to give you a little bit more details if we miss just a little bit.
Okay, of course, first thing first, before you use your TARDIS for the first time, you're going to have to hold your key and click this wood button over here to kickstart your Archon beam.
Ooh.
And at any time, to check your energy level, just right click it without holding anything, and you can see your Archon energy levels that you have. So let's travel in time.
Oh, I feel like a scientist. Let's travel in time.
Okay, then now let's hit our stone button.
Let's just hit random buttons and see if it brings us somewhere. I don't advise that.
So let's not do underwater. So let's look for another location. Okay, here we go.
I don't even know how to tell which is which, so.
It gets complicated at times, but once you figure out the controls, it becomes very easy. In the meantime, I'll show you, because we're traveling in time still, I'll show you some of our other things. You got your saved locations.
And here's a message from our sponsor.
These are where you do TARDIS set destination and whatever name you want to label it. Of course, then you go and load TARDIS areas. And this one has the 2 areas that are already preset by the server. Spawn basement, which is the parking lot in the spawn, and a recharge station, which is where you can go to recharge your TARDIS.
Wait, what? What did you just say it was called?
A recharge station.
Oh. So I didn't hear that wrong. Okay. Okay. Alright.
Your TARDIS comes in many different models. The more complex the model, the more expensive it's going to be to obtain. This is the 11th Doctor, which is the most expensive model there is.
And you know Adam's pretty rich, so...
Oh, yeah.
That's the money. He's able to make amazing things with money, because money is power, so... Okay, you know, have you talked about the TARDIS key a bit?
TARDIS key is what's required to get in and out of your TARDIS. It's also required to interact with certain parts of the TARDIS, along with your sonic screwdriver. You must have your sonic screwdriver in your hand to interact with certain buttons, such as the Archon beam button.
Oh, well, that's very interesting. Now, what about like the redstone activator or the emerald environment type things? What are those?
Those are future versions of the sonic screwdriver, which hopefully will be coming soon, as currently in the plugin there is something that breaks that function right now.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
It seems you have landed, so first thing first is you must scan. That's this wood button here near the door. Now I also have a room attached to mine called an exterior window, which will give you a preview of the location.
Now what about, have you talked a bit about the condenser?
Oh yeah, you'll have a chest in your TARDIS known as an energy condenser. Now you can also get a room called an Eye of Harmony, which will replace that chest with a room which will allow better condensing of energies. So this looks like I'm in a snow-covered area. That's where the TARDIS is located. This is a preview. I'll take you guys to the energy condenser room.
Oh, that's cool, dang. I didn't even know that existed. I didn't know you could preview it.
Okay, energy condenser room. So let's say if I get a bunch of junk. So I'll just do this. I gold block 500.
Boom, shakalaka.
That's if I respond.
Yeah.
Apparently someone's been doing something stupid with roll edit, and it's been causing the server a bit of lag every time they do it.
Okay, so well, that's probably that research person. But you're showing that. But after that, what about the Artron storage cells?
Artron storage cells are usually where you store energy and stuff. I haven't gotten into complexity of making those yet, but they will help in gathering energy for your TARDIS to use. So, like I said, the Artron condenser. Throw junk items in there. For instance, in this case, my junk items will be a bunch of blocks of gold. And it condenses the molecules into Artron energy. So I just gained 112,500
Whoa.
Artron energy.
That is amazing.
So now if I go and check my energy levels, I could go over back up into the main level again of my TARDIS.
When you like theme music going up these stairs or something, it's just that awesome.
You can then check your levels. Now it says I have 398,077 Artron energy, which is quite a lot.
Okay,
and
okay.
I'm gonna exit the TARDIS.
From my perspective, you're just looking very closely at a door. Very, very closely.
It takes a moment for your client to update because you just immediately switched biomes.
Yeah, yeah, yep. For some, yeah.
And your client has to load all the chunks into place.
Now let's talk about a little bit like about the mob farming. Now I really think that's a very cool feature.
Yeah, the mob farming is where you usually get, if you get a mob farm on your, first you need to grow a mob farming room on your TARDIS. You can do that in the ARS system that I showed you earlier. But you usually go get areas and, looks like I've been teleported by Herobrine.
Now that's gonna present some conflicts. So basically it can collect chickens, cows, pigs, and sheep.
Yeah, it can collect all the animals in the game. But what you have to do is to get your animals within at least 2 blocks of the TARDIS. And there's some other steps that you can find on the site. I haven't fully dived into the mob farming because I personally don't have a mob farm on my TARDIS.
And it'll require that TARDIS.farm permission also. So if you're planning on running a server, make sure you put in all the permissions required to do these simple little things.
Now then, I'll show you where to get your TARDIS.
Whoa.
So let's go back in the TARDIS.
If you're a doctor, then why does your box say police?
Because think about in Doctor Who. Doctor Who, the TARDIS is a police box. It's kind of themed off of the Doctor Who. So why don't I go to the spawn to where you can get your... So, oh yeah. The destination home is automatically set at the point in which you build your TARDIS. So let's go to there. And if you have permission to go to that area, you'll get your TARDIS was approved for parking. And if you don't have the permission to go there, or if you're in exile, but this happens to those who abuse their TARDIS, we will put them in exile. That means you'll be restrained to one area that you can travel to.
Yep, and you'll be shot in the head. So.
Oh yeah, you'll be possibly shot, killed, whatever. Whatever is deemed necessary based on the crime you committed.
So yeah, we're kind of overrulers, so you better be amazing. I'm totally kidding.
This is what I'm saying. If you're on my server, you better behave and follow all the rules posted on at the spawn point, or you're not gonna have a pleasant time.
Now what about hostile action displacement system?
Oh yeah, that's a neat thing. So first, let's exit the TARDIS.
Oh damn.
I'm now in the spawn basement area.
Oh, you turn. Okay.
So let's do this. I'm gonna go in survival mode because I can't activate this in creative because I just break the blocks instantly. Let's do. Okay, the hostile displacement action. If you take anyone takes hostile action against your TARDIS within 10 hits.
10 hits. Amazing things will happen.
Because I'm in an area where it cannot do, what your TARDIS will do is it will displace 10 blocks away from its current position. But because of where it's located right now, it's in a special area, it won't be allowed to do that, but it won't allow you to break the blocks either.
Now, what about like books and achievements?
Oh yeah, those can be getting from the doctor. Now follow me.
I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. I just woke up, so yeah.
Yeah, don't mind them. You woke up and so he's a little loopy.
It's fun button.
Okay. First things first. You wanna head to the TARDIS area. The doctor. He has his own little TARDIS, but you can't access it. It's locked to everyone.
Oh, I missed this part of the server. Okay. I don't know how I did.
So you have the doctor, and yes, he says quotes from Doctor Who.
Sometimes.
And here's your items. You got your sonic screwdriver, TARDIS key, TARDIS locator, the steering remote, and the perception filter. And then you have your TARDIS. Basically, to get your TARDIS, you need to buy a seed block. This is budget. This is the cheapest one you can get, and it's the smallest you can get. These are all the same, but more complexities to it.
Boom. All right.
The more complex it is, the more expensive it's going to be because the more resources it needs.
Now the environment scanner and an exterior render, isn't that basically just a preview thing?
Yeah, those are just a preview.
Okay.
The exterior renderer is a room you have to grow, but the scanner is built into your TARDIS already.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and as you saw, the 11th is the most expensive at $100,000. And then you got all your books. These are free. These are just like missions and achievements. The books list of what you need to do to obtain those achievements.
Okay.
And to use your TARDIS for the first time, you have to place the C block down and then right click it with a key. It will generate a world that is your TARDIS and generate the portal to it, which is your police box.
Okay, now what about like the give commands?
You can run give commands in here. That's where I'll switch over to here and go back. Because the give commands aren't really for player use though. Those are more admin commands.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, if you're gonna run a server, you're gonna want to know a little bit about that also.
Yeah,
but
give commands
yeah.
is to give items and TARDIS stuff to the players. Players will not have those commands. Because if you want to know,
some of the TARDIS commands are like TARDIS home / TARDIS hide. Let's see, let TARDIS set dest. That would be like setting destination, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's set your destination. That is, if your TARDIS is in an area, you can do a set destination and it'll be saved in saved locations. So let's go back. So let's go back to the main part we started in. So let's go back into my TARDIS. We can do that by going back to the parking lot where my TARDIS is parked.
All the way to a parking lot. You just had to do that. You couldn't have done a... I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. We're running in circles.
So you guys have to get to it.
Wait, what? Okay.
Can I click results of the screen recorder?
Not a sponsor. Okay. Click. Click. There we go. Logic merely enables one to be wrong with authority.
Okay, so now I'm going to go into my home section. So now I'm going to travel back to my home where my TARDIS was created. Also, if you want to move your TARDIS to a new area for its home destination, just use the command /TARDIS home.
Aren't we? We're almost about. Well, we have these other rooms. Have we shown them all of the rooms? And what they kind of do?
Well, you have basic rooms such as your storage, which is basically a room with a bunch of chests. You've got gravity wells, which you do not have on this TARDIS, which will move you up and down. These rooms take a while to grow. They take about anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour to make.
So these have like a time type thing, which kind of makes it more realistic.
Yeah, it's more realistic.
And how can
15 minutes to an hour real time, not in-game time.
And how can they find this server IP and like get to our server?
Oh yeah, there's multiple ways you can get to the server. You can either do this IP, play.WebbServer-MC.com.
And are you gonna put that like in the description or anything for them?
Oh yeah, you can also check for the IPs in the description.
Which will be kind of more convenient.
Or this IP.
Okay, okay. Yeah, you can use the numeric IP or the letters. Works. They both work.
TARDIS spawned in a funky area.
Sometimes the TARDIS just is actually a real tard, but it works.
It works. It gets you place to place. It's really great for exploring the world.
So if you want to be an explorer, just come to WebbServer.
WebbServer-Timecraft. Our website is also WebbServer-MC.com.
So come be amazing with us.
Yep. So and that's all.